Woohoo! Well, that was a good way to start. Do you find the digital world accessible or inaccessible? Well, right now I've just come off an online exam which crashed halfway through. As someone who's dyslexic and dyspraxic, I actually find online exams the hardest thing, but it's also great online learning when it comes to accessibility issues, because actually I can do it in my own time, do it at my own pace. I can make sure I've got comfortable surroundings, or even in a workplace environment that enables my needs, someone chronic fatigue as well. But at the same time, so often the digital world shuts out a range of disabilities. I know I'm not the most difficult on the spectrum, but actually it shuts out so many people that we're literally shutting shop on websites to people with additional needs. And could you imagine doing that in the physical world as well? How awful that is for the person with disability, that we're literally going, no, we're not going to make you welcome in here. And I've got a big thing at making people welcome, because that's a real big thing with inclusivity as well, is actually not just going for diversity and ticking boxes, but actually including, so people feel welcome and valued wherever you go. I've just had my nails done, and again, meeting some fabulous people who aren't originally from where I live in the UK, and again, people not welcoming them with open arms, or not even going above and beyond, to make them feel more at home and that they belong. But this comes back down as well to accessibility. Now, even it's not like my biggest bugbear, because the digital world can really help, but I'll talk more on that. But also it can really hinder people. So like the online exam, trying to log on and get all that sorted with a proctor. I don't know if you've tried online exams. Oh, that's the part that stresses me out the most, is the logging on, and getting all that sorted and booking it and everything. It's like, whoa, information overload. But at the same time, the online world, I'm a dyslexic journalist, so I use Grammarly a lot. I can dance online, I can teach my dance classes, I can be creative, I can do it in my own space, in my own time. I can work around my needs without having to constantly ask someone. It allows me to work from home. I can print on green paper if I need to, and use covers, like green tinted covers. So there are great benefits as well to it. But at the same time, we're shutting out people, because we're not thinking, like WhatsApp, it's a revolution that you can now put it on your desktop, so I can actually read messages properly. I'm so bad at messages and online communication. Anyway, I think we all struggle with a number of different communication techniques. You like, that person messaged me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. I find messaging more stressful than actually my work. Trying to actually message, but then voice memos for me are a revolution, because I can just quickly voice memo, because I also don't like phone calls ad hoc. So it does really enable me. I can use software like Dragon and Read and Write, and different software like Grammarly to check your spelling and how your word order. So there's so many tools which I really tap into. In the UK, we've got access to Work, who support people in the workplace, at home or in an office environment, to get equipment that they need or support. But at the same time, we also all need to work to a world where we're not just assuming people can utilize technology all the time. We're not just assuming people even have the technology to download the software. And we need to really work towards a world where we're looking at our own online like campaigns, and thinking, how can we change it for one another so it is more accessible, so it is more helpful? So really have a think. I'd love to know your thoughts, whether you find it accessible or inaccessible. I know as well, when I'm having a really bad day, I can verbalize my thoughts, or a really good day. I love vocal, whereas often I find too much printed, messages or whatever, too much to kind of bear in my head. So it can be really accessible and great if we're allowed and enabling people to tap into these tools. But at the same time, so often we're not, and we're just assuming. So whilst I just talk more about my dyslexia and dyspraxia, there are people with a range of other health problems, a range of other needs, whether it be even childcare or finance, and severe disabilities. And there's just all sorts of spectrums that we all need to be mindful that we're creating an inclusive world. Like, I'm not going to say any of us are perfect at all, but I really start to realize when you're on your own journey, you're like, yeah, I need to really make an effort so that I'm looking at how that could be accessible to someone else. Because I also do a lot of digital coaching, and trying to explain it in so many different ways. You learn all the time as someone who's coaching others. You're always learning from them as well, and the type of learning they are, and what works for them or what stresses them out. And even all the notifications, as someone who's got a neurodiverse brain like me, can be really, really stressful. So I'd love to know your thoughts. Chat to me below, or you can tag me on social at The Sparkle Coach. Also, if you found anything that helps you as well, and what helps you, because it'd be really nice to share all of those things, because I think sometimes then we can tap in to other people's skill sets. Send you all so much peace, love, and shimmies. And I am just holding you up. I did have you balanced on a tripod, but that broke just as I was going live, so